What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Precise, live at Tom, Dick, and Harry's in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Some people call this East Williamsburg. I still call it Bushwick. And we're here right now celebrating the release of my new single, Escape, off my upcoming debut album, The Poor Black Boy from Bushwick. So I'm just here to let you guys know how important this song is to me and why we chose this one as the first single off this amazing album to come. So stay tuned.
Poor black boy from Bushwick that pushed it. Badass and crazy.
I mean, so like I said, we're here to talk about my new single, Escape. And jumping right in, you know, we talking about chicks. We talking about temporary love and affection. We talking about females who, you know, at times had more empathy than the homies who would provide a plate of food, who would provide $5, $10 for chicken and broccoli, who, you know, I was able to have a living room that I could escape to, who really just played a role in my life that allowed me to be able to get away from my home, you know. And I can say that women were definitely an escape because they provided that outlet, that opportunity for me to kind of express myself. And of course, it wasn't always about fucking bitches and taking them down, you know. That happened, of course, I mean, you know, but it really was a little more deeper than that. As I got older, I understood that I needed that in my life because of the things that I was going through.
Way before you had to wait in line.
After we talk about the chicks, we get into the kicks. And funny, you know, you need the kicks to get the chicks. So a part of what I did, I had to fly kicks. And it really, excuse me, you know, I get choked up with this shit. And it really allowed me to mask my insecurities and escape the criticisms. You know, your mama is a crackhead, jokes, this, that, and the third. People ain't really saying that when they see you got some nice kicks on. You know, when I say master insecurities, I was able to stand taller because it gave me a little confidence so people wouldn't think that the things that were going on in my household were going on. They wouldn't think, oh, your brother's locked up, your mama's on drugs, your grandfather's, you know, messing with alcohol, and he's, you know, grandfather's alcoholic, you know, on the low. But, you know, people didn't really ask those questions. They always assume, oh, you got the kicks, you cool, you know. So that allowed me to escape some of the harsh criticisms, I could say, that comes along with it. Basketball was an important factor in my life because it gave me an option. It gave me a choice. You know, I often say basketball gave me wings to fly above my hardships because of that choice. The courts or the corners. You know, growing up in the hood, you know, I wasn't rapping at the time. I had no idea, you know, but they say you either sell drugs, play ball, or you rapping. And at the time, it was playing ball. It gave me a choice, the courts or the corners. So many of my peers were choosing the corners. So few of us were choosing the courts. And I could say basketball and choosing the courts gave me an escape to get away from home. You know, every kid from the hood got the dream to take your mom out the hood, to give her the nice white house with the picket fence and a walk-in closet. So I was one of those kids. I had that vision. I went to school to play ball, but interestingly so, I came back rapping. You know, I learned how to express myself and ended up developing that over time, which allowed me to be able to share the story that I'm sharing with you now because of basketball. So when I talk about these three things, chicks, kicks, and basketball, I talk about a poor black kid from the heart of the city, from the Rock, Brooklyn, New York, Bushwick, and how I was able to stand tall over these hardships that I was dealing with. And it was all because of the escapes that I had. So I hope that you guys find some escapes in you and that we can stand tall and hover above the shit that's always trying to pull us back. Telling over hype, gotta be precise. Out.